In the today's session, we'll learn about what is meant by this transmission medium. Just we'll see from the definition point of view. What is meant by this transmission media? It is a communication channel that carries the information from sender to the receiver. Okay, that means what is those signals here? How the data is transmitted? The data is transmitted in the form of electromagnetic signals. Okay, and the main functionality of this transmission media is for the transmission of information in the form of bits. Okay, that means the transmission, it may be, for example, if we have within a building, if we have a transmission, then we can go with this local area network. Okay, and here it is a physical path between the transmitter and receiver. Okay, and next here, like whenever if we are learning about this transmission media, here, like we may also have the problem of some disturbances. Like here, before going to this transmission environment, we'll see about what are the main factors for the designing of this transmission medium. Here, the major factors for the designing of the transmission medium are one, the first one is the bandwidth, second one is transmission impairment, and the third one is the interference. What is mean by this bandwidth? Here, all the factors are remaining constant. Okay. See, for example, if the transmission rate of the signal is higher, if for example, I have a transmission medium. That means if the bandwidth of the medium is higher, automatically the transmission of the signal is also transmission rate of the signal is also higher. Okay, what is meant by this transmission impairment? When the receiver signal is not identical to the transmitted, then we can also call it as a transmission impairment. What is meant by this interference? It is defined as a process of disrupting a signal. When a signal is traversed over a communication media, then for example, if we have a transmission of data, okay, then if we get any unwanted signal, that unwanted signal, we can call it as a interference. Okay. Now see here, like whenever after completion of this designing of the, that means here, these are the three main factors which we have to consider for the designing of the transmission medium. Okay. And what are the causes of transmission impairment? Here, attenuation, distortion, and noise. These are the three main causes for the transmission impairment. What is meant by this attenuation? Here, like what is meant by this attenuation means what? The loss of energy. That means if the strength of the signal is decreases with increasing the distance. If the distance is increases means automatically the strength of the signal will decrease. Okay. This is called as attenuation. Distortion means simple. We can say like this distortion when it is going to occur, if the shape of the signal is not in a proper way. Okay. Distortion occurs when there is a change in the shape of the signal. This type of distortion is examined from different signals having different frequencies. Now, what is mean by this? Noise. That means whenever if we have a transmission of data, when data is transferred over a transmission media, some unwanted signal is added. Okay. That means here some unwanted signal is going to add it, which creates the noise. Okay. Now, these are the three causes of transmission impairment. Okay. Now, we'll see the main pictorial representation for the transmission media. Here I have guided media as well as unguided media. In guided media, we have three different types. One is the coaxial cable, fiber optics, twisted pair. Here in the coaxial cable also we have baseband, broadband. In twisted pair, we have unshielded and shielded. Whenever if we have this unguided media, we have the three different partitions. That means three different types, not partitions. Okay. The three different types of unguided media, we have radio waves, microwaves, and infrared. Okay. Now we'll learn about the different types of guided media. Now we'll see what is guided media. Here, it is defined as a physical medium which the signals are transmitted. Okay. And it is also known as bounded medium. Now here we have three different types of guided medium. One is a twisted pair, coaxial cable, and fiber optic. What is meant by this twisted pair? Here it is a physical media made up of pair of cables. Okay. Twisted to each other. Here these are the twisted pairs. Okay. Two cables. A twisted pair is cheap as compared to other transmission medium. And here installation for the twisted pair is also very easy. Okay. And this is a pictorial representation for the twisted pair. There we can see here we have a bare wire. It is covered with a plastic. Okay. And next one is what is the different types of twisted pair. Here we have unshielded twisted pair as well as shielded twisted pair. Here in unshielded twisted pair also, it is mainly used for the communications. Okay. Here we have different types of unshielded twisted pair. Category 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here category 1 is low speed data. 2 means it is can support up to 4 Mbps. If we go for the 3, it will support up to 16 Mbps. If we go for 4, it will support up to 20 Mbps. Therefore, it can be used for long distance communication also. What is meant with this category 5? It can support up to 200 megabits per second. Okay. And now we'll see what are the advantages and disadvantages of unshielded twisted pair. Here, the advantages are installation of the unshielded twisted pair is easy. It can be used for high-speed LAN. And disadvantage means this cable can only be used for shorter distance. Okay. Because of this attenuation, the disadvantage is this twisted pair we can use only for the shorter distance. Now, what is meant by this coaxial cable? Especially where we can see in our home, that is mainly used for the TV connection. Okay. That means this coaxial cable is very commonly used in the transmission media. For example, TV wire is usually a coaxial cable. Mostly you can see at your home also will have a round TV wire can be there. That is first is here inside of this we have a center conductor will be there. It is covered with plastic insulator. Then it is covered with a shield. Then it is covered with a plastic jacket. Okay. When compared to the twisted pair cable, the half frequency for the coaxial cable is more high. Okay. And next, here, what are the advantages and disadvantages of coaxial cable? More 100% I can say for the data transmission with a high speed, we can use the coaxial cable. And when compared to the twisted pair, the bandwidth, the speed for the coaxial cable is more. Okay. And it has better shielding as compared to the twisted pair. And disadvantage is it is more expensive when compared to the twisted pair. And here, if any fault occurs in the cable, it causes the failure in the entire network. Okay. And the last type of guided media is fiber optic. In this fiber optic means it is a cable that uses the electrical signals for the communication. Okay. Now here in this fiber optic, it is a cable that holds the optical fibers. These optical fibers are coated with the plastic that are used to send the data by pulses of light. Now, the plastic coating, it protects the optical fiber from heat, cold, electromagnetic interference from the other types of wiring. Now, with this, we have done with the guided transmission media. In the next session, we'll learn about the next topic. Okay. See you in the next session.